morning. Good morning, everyone, and good afternoon from lovely Beirut. This is Rami El-Dukkani, Secretary General of the Arab Federation of Exchanges. I would like to welcome you on our first panel in the FinTech and Innovation track. I hope you have enjoyed the opening ceremony. Indeed, it was an interesting and a massive line of speakers in the opening ceremony. And today we have an interesting panel for our platinum sponsor, Mubasher Group. And I would like to say a few facts about Mubasher, although that all of them are very close to my heart and very dear friends, chaired by their wonderful chairman, Engineer Mohammed Al-Balla, a close person to my heart and a huge supporter for AFE. As well, he chairs the FinTech and Innovation Committee in AFE. Mubasher, I was introduced to Mubasher when I was an undergraduate when I majored in economics in Cairo University back in the 1999. Yes, I'm a little bit old or young, I don't know about the audience. But Mubasher was always the place to go when you wanted to know more about stock prices, about the volumes, about the trade. You want to know more about what's happening around you. Ever since, I've seen Mubasher growing day after day, year after year, providing more services, providing more markets, providing more accessibility, and growing not only from being just a website or a nice-to-go website to get information and intelligence, but rather a major player in the infrastructure market for capital markets. They have been providing major support for institutional investors. They have been providing major support to retail investors. I'm very honored to have everyone on the panel with me. Let me do a round of introductions, quick introductions. We have Engineer Mohammed Al-Balla, Chairman of Mubasher Group, Mr. Samer Abu Zahra, VP of Mubasher DIFC, Mr. Ihab Rashad, the Managing Director of Mubasher International in Bahrain, Mr. Asim Al-Bassal, the Managing Director of Mubasher Media, and finally, my dear friend Abdul Khouri, Managing Director of Global Financial Media. Mr. Engineer Mohammed, good morning, first of all.
Hello, Rami. Allah Hayik.
Thank you, sir. Let's give us a little bit briefing about Mubasher for those who do not know about Mubasher.
We in Mubasher Group actually started from the other end. Usually, financial institutions go into fintech and try to use technology to enhance their work. We, by coincidence, got into financial services through technology. So you can say we are a tech-fin company. Our parent company is National Technology Group, which is one of the largest technology group in the Arab world. It has more than 3,500 employees in technology, pure hardcore, let's say, engineers and software engineers, and being catering to most of the large accounts in Saudi Arabia and elsewhere. In the late 90s, we are very conscious about how the internet was changing the world. So we wanted to establish a foothold in the internet space. And we tried, at that time they say you need to have a site with a lot of traffic. So we thought which site will have many people coming back and forth to looking at it. And we thought it is definitely going to be the stock market. Saudi Arabia was not ready at that time. Tadawul were just being established and they were not receptive to basically, let's say, give feed or any basically cooperation with third party. So we are having a development center in Egypt. At that time, we made a joint venture with Bank Masr to establish market information. Okay, at that time, Dr. Samih Turjuman was head of the stock exchange in Egypt. They were very receptive, very welcoming. They gave us the feed and we made the site, and the site turned out to be an instant success. A lot of people visiting it to see the prices. Interestingly, that time was giving real-time information about the market prices at the site. So we got a lot of traffic, but the anticipated revenue from advertising was not happening. That time, not many institutions knew or wanted to advertise in websites. So we were looking for ways to monetize the site. So the natural choice was makes price screens, similar to what a company called at that time Telerate was giving, was the only company giving price information about the stock market to the Egyptian market. That Telerate was later acquired by Reuters, and their prices was 750 pounds per screen. So we made a screen that is better than theirs, and we reduced the price, and we eventually had the market price reduced from 750 to 150 pounds per screen, which of course made more investors able to invest to have the screens. So we made a very good screens. Okay, then Tadawul at that time was starting to getting started. We made a site for them, their first site. They liked what we did, also include the price information, delayed of course. And then when the market needed the screens, we were there. So we immediately made price screens for the Saudi market. With the fast growth that happened in the Saudi market between 2001 and 2005, we started from no screens in the Saudi market to 500,000 subscribers into our screens. Some of them were paying 10 riyals per month, some of them 150 riyals per month. So we saw an instant success we did not dream of, not in advertising or anything else. So banks started to talk to us. In Saudi Arabia, brokers were banks until that time, only banks. So they wanted the rest of the softwares, back office, order management system, asset management. So naturally, we developed for them. Saudi investors, after they got really interested in the Saudi market, they started to look around. Dubai was coming up as a market. So we went to all the brokers, please do online, because none of them was doing online trading. They did not have they were traditional broker, take phone calls by, orders by phone. Saudi investors keep calling, they always find the line is busy, and basically was hopeless for a Saudi investor to invest in that market. We talked to all the banks, the brokers at that time. None of them were willing or interested to basically invest in technology, even if when we offer them splitting, for 5% of the commission, we'll give you the technology. So we found out that the Capital Market Authority in UAE was issuing a new license. So we took a license for a brokerage. We did not have an office. We had our office in a suite, in a hotel. And we started the business. We hired people and collected a team of people. That company, we had people standing in the queue to basically register. We did not need to advertise. Our screens made the advertising for us. In one year, became #1 broker in UAE. In 1 year, out of 150 existing brokers, startups, and some of them very old brokers and banks and so on. So we realized at that time what fintech can do. So from that year, from that time on, we focus on financial services and how to re-engineer financial services to become, basically come up with the products and services that cater to the needs of people. One of the first needs is the globalization. Okay, there was people interested in the US market, but there was many other markets have interesting products, but it was not interconnected and easily accessible. So we decided that we expand the network. At that time was only GCC, Saudi Arabia and Egypt. So we decided to expand the network and add more and more countries. As we do this, we realized that many of the institutions many financial institutions found our solution very attractive for them. Instead of connecting with 30, 40 markets, having to have a counterparty relationship with all these brokers and having a network, investing in a network, physical network, lease lines and so on, and data centers and solution and maintaining them and software engineers, they like to deal with us as a one-stop shop to have global access. That business evolved to what we call now Global Market Access, is a company, okay, established in the Dubai Financial City. Global Market Access, who's here represented by Samir Abu Zahra, has now covered 73 markets, okay, and most of the large institutions, international institutions, JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, Nomura, Dutch Bank, and so on, trade in the region through this, let's say, company, because it's one counterparty, does everything for them, and manage their institutional investment in the region. Also, most of the large institutions in the region use it to access the world. So it actually, as a company, complements and supplements the financial industry. Okay, we did not try or think of, because we have that advantage, we want to basically get all the customer for ourselves and sideline the other players, established players in the market. Our relation is complementary and mutual benefit for us and them. That company now, having all the success and growth, an incredible rate. Since we separated, it was in 2017. Since it was separated as a separate company, being growing in a very fast rate and attracting a lot of attention, two major international institutions, one from the East, as far as you can go east, very reputable institution, expressed interest to invest in us, and one is from the West. Also, I can't disclose their name because it's in the due diligence stage, and I think in about a month or so, or maybe a couple of months, we will announce their names. The objective of them investing with us and of us going that direction is to go global. So we cover every exchange in the world. Every exchange, no matter what, small country, big country, specialized exchange or something, it will be included. So it will offer 3 million instruments. Okay, as many of them are going to be straight through processing. You deal directly in the market as if you are, basically, it's your home market. Okay, so you don't straight through. But that's brought another complexity. If I have a 3 million instrument, how do I deal with customer need for information, okay, or need to decide what to invest in? So we had to develop a very advanced artificial intelligence screening, search, and advisory solution, okay, which will recommend to the investor what to invest in based on their need. Whether it's a very small investor, okay, thinking of only his local market, or a very savvy investor, or very high net worth individual, or a financial institution thinking to support their, let's say, complex customer needs. So that's artificial intelligence solution complements the coverage. We have a global coverage, also very advanced. So this is the specialty of that company. As I told you, we expect it to cover all the world by 2023, and it's a very large company. I will let it stage by stage, Rami. So once I finish talking about this, I would hand it over to Samir, so he can present his company, and then we take one by one the rest of the group.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Engineer Mohammed. I definitely would like to highlight a lot of the points that Engineer Mohammed has mentioned with the discussions with the other panelists. And stay tuned till the end of the panel, because we have fantastic announcements. A major partnership AFE is doing with Mubasher Group will be announced by the end of the session. Now I'll move to my dear friend Samir Abu Zahra from Dubai. Samir, you're connecting from Dubai, right?
Yes, I'm based in Dubai.
Fantastic. So tell us more about Mubasher Financial Services. Your offering is a B2B kind of offering. So you provide the infrastructure part for institutional investors, basically.
Exactly. So just a quick background of Mubasher. We were established in the AFE in 2017 to cater for institutional business. The firm has evolved over the past 2 decades, starting as a market feed provider, as mentioned by the chairman, into the retail brokerage business, and then consolidating itself as a B2B and B2B2C broker in the last 4 years. The major 2 products that we are currently pride ourselves with are based on technology, and this is what we excel in to start with, in addition to the experience that we have built across the years. So I'm going to talk about the GTN Global Trading Network, which the chairman mentioned. It's a one-stop solution which integrates the trading technology, contents, and front end, including the back office support and settlement services, meaning that any institution that would like to offer its services to its end clients, they can use the technology and the contents of Mubasher, which has been used for many years by its different entities to cater for retail business. So based on that experience and that knowledge and build up across the years, we are offering our services as a platform to our institutions to capture their retail flow. So basically, if you look at what the GTN has done, usually the trading in global markets is limited to firms who have to invest into the technology, the data feed, the knowledge and experience, the back office, and so on, in order to cater for a small type of business. So what has GTN done is they offered a one-stop shop where a sell-side broker can focus on what they can do best and leave everything else to Mubasher in providing the technology and the other services. So even the smallest of the brokers will be able to offer global trading. And also, in addition to trading, we looked at the wealth management part, and we some research we digged into showed us that there is a growth in number of clients looking after wealth management for long-term investments, as well as the AUMs into investments have increased or more than doubled in the last couple of years. So that also got us to focus more on offering wealth management toolbox for investment management. We know that asset managers go through a high touch and manual processes and procedures in order to build a fund or offer that service to certain clients. Funds were expensive to operate and cannot be personalized to customers. Asset managers were focused only on local and regional markets and asset classes, and that service was offered to certain type of clients with high net worth to invest. Now, what the GTN has offered is a hybrid digital wealth management solution, which can be accessed by any asset manager, that enabled them to reach out to individuals who can invest in a small amounts of monthly or small amount as a lump sum. That made it even the smallest of the asset managers are able to provide sophisticated investment management services that can be accessed by the masses. Now, Mubasher has invested a lot in technology and in acquiring the knowledge, and we managed to build a broker network that covers 62 countries with 86 exchanges with different asset classes, also a mix of asset classes from equity to fixed income to mutual funds and investment strategies as well. We managed to acquire the top clients from the region, ranging from small to big institutions, regional and international. Our plans, as mentioned by the chairman, is to expand. We started in the AFC 4 years ago. We just got our office in Singapore started. We got our license from the regulator, and next year we are going to be in the United States, and next we will have our hub in Europe as well, to service all those territories into the global markets as well. So this is in a nutshell what we do and what we can help the community with.
Fantastic. I've seen an interesting phrase in your presentation. You said you want to democratize investment management.
Yes.
Tell me more about this concept.
Okay, democratizing is basically making the service available to the masses, to anyone who, regardless of how big that client is, to be able to invest their money into different asset classes. We know that previously it was available through private banks that they can structure products and invest for the high net worth individuals in different asset classes, in different global markets and so on. But now with this tool, it will be very easy and simple to offer that to the small investors who can invest maybe in fixed income with small investment amount, who can invest in ETFs that are traded in the exchange, strategies, without going into the knowledge and experience that they need to acquire from a private banker and so on.
Fantastic. Thank you, Samer. Now I want to move to Abdu. Abdu, you're connecting today from Beirut. I know you are based in Dubai as well, but I think you're in Beirut this week.
Yes, correct. So I'm based in Dubai in the DIFC, connecting exceptionally from Beirut for family purposes.
Beirut is always the best place to connect. So
yes,
if you would like to share your presentation with us as well. I want to say something about Abdu before you start. If you logged into AFE's website, you'll find the ticker and the information on the statistics page are actually provided by the great gentleman Abdu, not him personally, but the company that he runs are providing the support to AFE's website on the ticker and the statistics page. Abdu, please go ahead.
Thank you, Rami. So global financial media is in general. So this is a new legal entity or new name in the market. That most of and we keep on introducing ourselves as Mubasher all the time. It's just a matter of structuring the Mubasher in a way that we are closer to the market, closer to the clients, while being very specific and very specialized in each part of the market, be it the B2B or the B2B2C or the B2C. So global financial media in general is the media and financial content solutions arm of Mubasher Group. So all the price data, all the fundamental data, and everything that comes around it, solutions, be it solutions or financial portals or market intelligence screens, are falling all under global financial media, financial content business. Just to take you briefly about it, under GFM Mubasher, we cover the MENA listed and non-listed companies, mainly the top large and medium non-listed companies, in very depth information, mainly through our screens like Decipher.com, which many of the market would really know about. Decipher.com, fundamental content feed, which is mainly feeding our own portals that we sell, the financial portals that we sell, we develop and we support and maintain and update to our clients and financial institutions. And we also provide them to brokers, companies, vendors who are interested to have these feeds on their being redistributed on their own platforms. Investor relations solutions, which is like the trending big hot thing happening in the past 2-3 years. We've been trying to with exchanges, and we are looking forward for this year's exchanges. Lots of effort to really make this happen and make this a real thing happening in the market, which is making this IR maturity going forward in the listed companies list of priorities. We provide the web and mobile apps for investor relations, and I will be taking you through these just in a few seconds. The market data feed, we cover all the exchanges, all the MENA exchanges for sure, in addition to obviously 30 exchanges currently in between US, Africa, and Asia. And going toward, as mentioned by the chairman, we'll be mentioning almost all exchanges of the world in a near future. Mubasher Media will be covered by my colleague Asim just in the next part. So mainly Decipher is addressed to the financial professionals and the financial community when it comes to really being a decision support to these financial institutions, normally spending hundreds of thousands and sometimes millions on screens, just obviously because it has a lot of data about everywhere, whereas Decipher is focused on Middle East and North Africa. And moreover, we have been developing Decipher.com for whoever knows it before. It is now made like as a local screen with international standards. So we are accommodating to the, whoever, any company that is focusing on Egypt only or UAE only or Saudi only, they will be able to get the Saudi variants of Decipher without really spending the thousands of dollars per year to be able to have enough information about the market to support their decisions or to go for their advisory or to reach research reports. So Decipher.com has been made to really compete as well as being available for whoever is really focusing on Middle East and North Africa, while reducing being cost efficient as well without the need of spending $20,000 and $30,000 per year, while having professional charting for whoever is interested in technical analysis, screeners for private and listed companies, watch lists, financials, deep financials, all normalized in a way that is user-friendly for whatever level of analyst in the market, as well as everything that is really available on the international screeners or international market players, but again, having the regional and local taste. Just quickly, I'm going to go into a product demo, to be honest. You can find it on Decipher.com. Very, very user-friendly platform, or would say web platform, that can take you to anything related to funds, stocks, IPOs, merger and acquisitions, everything, even fixed income, everything that really a regional player would be interested to have a view on. Okay, so moving to the investor relations solution. So investor relations, we have seen in the past 5 years since the offering has been introduced to the market, a really need from the markets to really get these global IR best practices into play in this region. Seeing listed companies having very Stone Age level websites, and this is a gap that we have seen. That we are able, we have the technology, as mentioned by the chairman. We started as a tech and then we moved to the fin. So we have the technology, we have the financials. So why not really accommodate to this gap and fill this gap? Introducing the investor relations widgets, very easy to integrate in a one single day integration in any iframe, and being able to, in 2 or 3 weeks to have like a top-notch global best practice investor relation website, which has been proven by 75% of institutional investors being the first impression or taken about the company, especially after the MSCI exposure, to really have an impression about if this company is really taking its audience, its investors at a serious level before going in deep into the next level of discussion. So we have made 24 widgets available to listed companies to put their stock overview, advanced charts, all their financials, their fact sheets, all their disclosures, all developed, maintained, updated, supported by GFM Mubasher. So the client really is not really involved in anything other than just signing the contract with us.
Thank you, Abdul. I have to cut you here because everyone is chasing me to include the rest of the team. So I have to move to Ihab Rashad. Ihab, you're connecting today from Cairo, right?
Yes, I'm connected from Cairo today.
Fantastic. And Ihab, if you follow him on social media, he might be the most popular one from Mubasher's team on social media. He has a lot of followers, and whatever he tweets or shares on his personal pages actually moves sometimes the market and some of the traders. Ihab, tell me more about your role in Mubasher International.
My name is Ihab Rashad, and I am the general manager of Mubasher Financial Service Bahrain. Mubasher is the Middle East region leading brokerage service provider. And I will try.
You want to share your screen
Sorry?
as well? You want to share your screen?
Yes, I want to share it, please, to add my presentation. Can you give me this chance? Okay.
You want I share it for you?
Yes, please. I cannot share it from my side. I don't know why.
I will. Give me a minute.
I don't have this option in.
Yeah, let's just give me 10 seconds. It's opening. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Mubasher provides multi-markets, multi-asset class trading via award-winning technology platform and customer service for investors of 74 nationalities. Since its inception in 2006, Mubasher has always been on the forefront of trading technology innovation with many pioneer initiatives. Through Mubasher, you can use single account, single counterparty, deal with most electronically traded products, included equity, option, future, FX, CFDs, funds, and fixed income. Real-time market data, charts, news, and content for all traded instruments. Multi-channel trading, the access including desktop, mobile, fixed API, and dealer room. Most competitive brokerage fees and charges, and one-stop self-service portal to trade and manage few accounts. And Mubasher is licensed from Central Bank of Bahrain, CBB, as a first category investment company. Next, please. No, previous one, this one.
The previous one?
Yeah. Yes, this one. Yes, this one. Mubasher Bahrain has brought all Arabian financial market on a single platform, simplified trading for clients. As per our research, we found that the number of small comparing to major countries. Hence, the idea of launching that help attract investors. We arranged with Mubasher Egypt to establish a new product. To motivate Arabs to invest in financial markets. In addition, we arranged with Mubasher Media to launch a variety of new products to help educate people about investing easily without any risks. This service will be done in cooperation with local brokers in different countries with cooperation with Mubasher Media. Next, please. What is Do? Do is a subsidiary from Mubasher Financial Group, one of the leading Egyptian financial service provider with multi-market, multi-asset classes. Next. Do is the first online financial platform that meets the needs of all investors of different income classes, encourages entry for new investors and providers financial education through the provision of several innovative investment solutions. Do platforms are focused on providing an integrated system for all individuals and institutions of all investment size with at is 500 Egyptian pound or 500 million Egyptian pound. Our product is the next one. We have Do Family. our product, and I will talk about invest and do trade, do fund, and do fixed income. And my colleague Asim will talking about the rest of our product. Do Invest is the first online financial platform in Egypt that allows investors to from all of income classes to invest their saving efficiently in smoothly identified profile flexible investment solutions such as invest and saving plans for retirement, marriage, and education. Do Trade is the next one. Do Trade with you are already trading in the stock market, or you are a new investor. Now is the time to trade the commission free. User can subscribe to one of 3 monthly package worth no more than 49.99 Egyptian pound to start online trading without any commission, in addition to receiving financial and technical reports and news that will help them make sound investment decision. Next, Do Fund. Do Fund. Many investors provide to invest through mutual funds, which is way where we have a specialist product for them to invest their money with safe decision. Do Fixed Income. When you want to invest your capital with minimum risk, Do Fixed Income is your way to do this from specialists, from our expert people. We will handle all of the investment from A to Z from their side. Next. Do is the best way to increase the number of investors with easy teaching methods, and there is a great growth opportunity, especially in light of the few numbers in Arab world. And for example, if we can mention what the number of Egyptian investors in the stock market, we will find that the percentage of the Egyptian in it's 0.3%, which around 300,000 guy in Egypt. That's all, out of more than 100 million people. The simplicity of the trading platform and the education tools will help the beginners. So we can say that we have the tools to attract new investors and educate them to take their investment decision using high-tech technology from Mubasher. Thank you.
Thank you, Ihab. Now I'll move to Asim. And Asim, we have very limited time, so please can you share your screen and go directly to the important points.
Okay, hello Rami, hello everyone. In my presentation today, I'll cover 3 points very fast. First point is supporting investors, helping institutions. Second point, helping institutions, exchanges, and universities. And the third one, our future investors. Okay. As you know, I'm responsible about Mubasher Info, the biggest portal in the Middle East. We have around 2.5 million unique users. We're covering in bilingual the Middle East, MENA region, GCC, and North Africa. This is the countries we're covering. Okay. Our main topics are news disclosures, charting tools, pricing, corporate actions, financial statements, and financial ratios. Let me go back for 1 minute. Usually the investors are take care of disclosures and news related to the stock market and pricing. So this is our first topic, is the investors. We're covering funds, stocks, actions, exchanges, analysis, watch lists, and around 60 different topics. Okay, Second thing, helping exchanges and institutions through our our virtual trading platform. The first solution is for the exchanges, as we help exchanges to train people on trading. Our biggest client is Tadawul, and we're so proud being part of Invest Wisely أو استثمر بوعي with Tadawul for the past 3 years. This is for the exchanges, and we have our teacherware for the universities. This is our users' traffic visits in the Middle East. Our number of unique users sessions, most of our visits, 50% of our visits from GC and 50% or 45% from North Africa, especially Egypt. Okay. Here I want to talk about our future investors. We have around 60% of our age groups can consider as a future investors. This is our users behavior. Okay, 1 million of our users are interested in financial services, investment services, education, employment, financial service and banking, and real estate as well. Our social media strength in different platforms. Then to talk about our future investors, as I have mentioned, we will launch do functions, or we're about to launch do function, because when we studied our users' behaviors, we find that we have investors, we have future investors. Okay, maybe 60% of our users are future investors. Do functions includes do learn, do play, do predict, and do advise. Our do learn includes different courses. It's a courseware, includes 4 main courses covering the different educational materials of stock market, including exams and ranking. Then after learning, people needs to play and to try, to try and simulate the trading in the stock market. So they can use our simulator for playing or trading in different stock markets. As you know, we're covering 12 markets, so we can avail this in the 12 stock markets as a beginning. Then in the near future, we'll avail in different characters. Okay. After do learn, the do info, which includes, I forgot to tell about the do info, includes all the data related to the stocks related to the markets. We're covering different data related to the markets, including financial statements, and part is do news as well. Do predict is a new product, and we avail to the users to analyze and predict the prices by the end of the week or the end of the month of different stocks. So through do predict, you can predict and win as well, because it's a sort of competition. And finally, do advise. We encourage advisors and experts to put their advices in do advise, and also our experts, so we can share these advices with our users. Thank you, Rami.
Fantastic. Thank you, awesome. I just want to highlight that Mubasher Group has a virtual exhibition area. So if any of our attendees would like to have further questions about any of their offerings, any of their products, they can definitely deal with the team in the exhibition area. I would like to highlight some points is that Mubasher not only provides consumer-related products, but institutional services for sell-side and buy-side investors. We are talking about do trade and do invest as low as 500 Egyptian pounds or $30 US. You can start trading commission-free with a subscription plan, just like your Netflix or your Anghami applications. You can start trading in the stock markets, in different markets, in maybe 70 or more global markets in different products. Saying all of that, I would like to finally announce that AFE is joining forces with Mubasher to promote opening trading accounts for the Arab youth in the region to start trading in the Arabian markets or the global markets in general through Mubasher. So if anyone is interested in opening trading accounts with Mubasher, you can do so by directly connecting with Mubasher, or please come to AFE so we can share the commission with them. And Ihab knows how it goes with me, so we'll do that. So at the end, I would like to thank everyone from the panelists. I would like to thank all the attendees. And thank you everyone for being with us today.
Thank you very much, Rami.
Thank you, Rami.
It's a great initiative. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rami.
Right.